You're ready to go, and you'll see that camera shake again in this ball game.
It was humming.
And a strike to Crawford. In the meeting at T-Mobile Park, here's the pitch to Crawford. Swung on and fouled back. Average for the season right now below the Mendoza line for JP.
Well, I'll say that us in a better position to win ball games.
3-2, a swing and a miss. Savali puts the Athletics
and strikes. And maybe the fact that he's been over.
Very bizarre showing that both teams in the first inning completely.
You know, anywhere from high 80s to triple digit.
Pitcher, that's very kind of you to detail that out. Here's the 1-2 and a swing and a miss.
It gets moving that cutter around the strike zone. There it is.
And a hard shot towards second gets past McNeil into right field. And it'll be a 2-out base hit for Naylor. Here's Randy Arozarena. He swings at the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Hernandez can't cut it off into center field. Back-to-back singles after third left-handed hitter that Savali's seen here in the first inning. Swung on in the air, out to left. On the move is Soderstrom, and Tyler will make the catch.
Came out of the bullpen for the first time in. But
a 2-1 count of Seattle's bullpen. This is foul, and it's drifting so far on the road, 11-14. And the pitch missing. It's Carlos Cortez with the leadoff. Called strike for.
And really, there's only one reason why. And starting.
Grounded to second. It's going to go to short. Crawford won't have a play at first. So.
But there's no question that.
Here's the 0-1 to Langoliers, and that misses Swollen. 6.41 ERA. Speaking of swing and miss.
A good problem to have, and I've kind of talked about that. Because I'm going to have to make an adjustment.
In the air. Out towards the foul line, but it's going to be the second baseman catching in fair territory against the Padres. Southern California back to Northern California for the whole week. 1-2 now for Rooker. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. Gets Rooker on the heater. Top of the second.
And it's not just we say. And if that's the case, it's an opportunity for the. You know, you sure that you're necessarily fearful of too many other guys in the lineup. Now there's some dudes that much better.
Close pitching average did not look great to start the season. Left side in the air, Zach Geloff heading back towards shallow left to make the catch. In her lineup.
Well, I'll be all.
Here's a ground ball. Bounce towards second. McNeil to Kurtz, 2 outs.
But am I similar to what we saw last year?
There's the catcher taking his place today. It's 5. Handling the tandem right now with Raleigh out and towards Geloff gloved. Brewers and the Rockies coming to town to face the out and about.
In early in the morning, sometimes maybe hub of entertainment.
A fly ball out to left, and Randy Arozarena will jog in for the catch. 1 out.
I come home and get to go and get after it.
Well, if you haven't been or you're itching to go, come join us. Big leagues. We'll take chop to second. And over to first. 2 gone.
Well, I had multiple crews working tireless. Now as the ballpark really starts to take shape, you start to see how it's going.
He has against Luis Castillo and his career, hitting over 500 and add another into center field as a base hit with 2 outs for McNeil, and that will continue on to Zach.
He's going to be attacked on any given day.
Called strike to Geloff. 14 homers, 14 stolen bases. Here at this point, don't forget left those numbers right now as we sit at game 54 for the A's. 6 homers and 6 stolen bases. Pitch from Castillo, a swing and a miss. Geloff strike. J.P. Crawford deep to center field and gone. J.P. Crawford.
Maybe just a tick or two down in terms of velocity for Savali.
Popped up on the right side. Kurtz all over it. And the first baseman will make the catch. Did very quickly on the A's starter. And then all of a sudden, 5 straight hits, including 4 for extra bases, a couple homers in the air on the left side, and in foul territory a catch.
Just the ball flight on those balls going to end up.
1-1, and it's grounded right back to Savali. He'll toss it over to Kurtz for the final out. So it's a home run for Soderstrom, then Henry Bolte, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1. And right to the shortstop. Oh, Crawford with the errant throw. Soderstrom's on. 24th for Seattle. Colt Emerson that got called up. Natural position builds over the next couple days.
And whether it's that conversation being brought to you or you starting it, which is what I was talking about at the
Strike 3.
A very, very difficult pitch to get to. And comes back.
There's the 0-1 to McNeil, the third baseman. Emerson with the catch, 2 gone.
Dominant.
Strike for Geloff. This would be foul in the bullpen warming up. Probably not the time here with 2 out.
If they so choose, or it could be Ferrer for the 1 righty and 2 lefties.
Geloff takes the pitch. It is
Jack Perkins now in that 3rd inning. Crawford led off the 4th with a long ball.
Duraley. Bryce Miller continues to warm up, and that's strike 3. Sweet.
They showed a little video. Fantastic job, but it wasn't superb.
After 16 seconds. Presidents. Or I should say card about the last 5. It was the 90s. Lifted in the air, high out to shallow right field, and it'll be an infielder's ball specifically.
Yeah, curious if
you've never lost
some time, but you see him with every all about the decision.
And now the follow-up, Bryce Miller.
Appearance out of the bullpen for Bryce Miller. Tough time wrapping my head around it.
This will be foul from Darryl, and the 0-2 foul.
I mean, I can entire career.
1-2 from Miller to Hernandez. Up the middle, Hernandez will lead off with a base hit. Obviously, there's a lot of conversations, pitching and providing so much of what he has this year. So there's a pitch count to this, where we saw 68 pitches from Luis Castillo. Had he kept going, and they only left Bryce Miller in that game, right? Because he had an
7.84.
Yeah.
Clean as it was from Castillo. You saw that if the goal was to win baseball games.
And I'm sure that's probably part of his conversation, right? About the frustration of he'd love to send it back out there. Ground ball to second, short and on to first. A double play. Mask.
Yep, sure would.
Okay. Swung on for Cortez will be there to make the catch. Emerson. One of tonight started so innocently. The stock in these May matchups.
I mean, I don't know how you can.
Chop towards third. Geloff at the throw. It's a close one. Out. J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss.
I was outdoors.
Safe calls quick. That's an out call. It's a strikeout. A couple of weeks. At it, but it was all Houston. 9-0 was the final. And how about
a lot of folks feel about it, and it's not to take away, I think, what makes Mariners have. And being excited about it as a group because it should be celebrated.
Popped up on the left side, going back towards foul territory, and a catch for Emerson. So that'll be the league debut. How about that? The game. Stephen Oker provided an inning, 5 that we didn't see one. 2 to Rooker, that misses, and a 2-2 count. The hit, and the next hit was a walk-off home run. This is a strikeout. And first pitch in for a strike. 18. Started with Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller.
If I'm remembering correctly, came with the halos.
Never agreed with you more. They're going to payoff pitch. Soderstrom with the ground ball. It's going to be backhanded by Young, and that will be the final out. 3. Swung up for Julio Rodriguez out to center field, and the high fly ball will finally be caught. Naylor did. Here's a ground ball, and Kurtz will move towards his left, and he boots it. Last homestand, it was the years that piled up on the Athletics. 1-39. It's a 2-run difference.
Well, let me retract that. A lot of these guys are so good at being able to determine.
Line drive into right. A hit for Luke Raley to add.
I know it's play 60 long balls.
6 runs off 6 hits, and then added solo home. It's bounced in. Pitch bounced in. And the pitch with runners moving, a swing and a miss. Even further after the Houston Astros had a combined no.
Going on, but is
ground ball sharply hit to third. Pulled to Emerson across the diamond and got the speedy Bolte.
Because if you were somebody who, and this is how I operate, I was a long toss guy. You can't do that.
Ground ball at the middle off the mound, and J.P. Crawford's there.
Certain study habits that you execute on your start day, you still have a chance to do those. Excuse me, was the latter 3. Checking. And if you have, it's business as usual.
Ground ball towards third. Understanding why he was coming out without allowing a run after 4.
Well, and that's there for the 5th.
Ground ball, and that'll get through. Right side for Geloff. Half of the offense for the Athletics here tonight.
You know, the other team is telling you. And the swings.
The 2-2. That'll be a full count for Hernandez. Get back to the top of the order with Cortez. Taken off. Ground ball. And Emerson at third will handle it. A bit. Jack Perkins continues his workout on a 1-for-3 night. Favored in the division. Before his injury. What they've done this season, a swing.
Offense for the Seattle Mariners.
Pareto with a slow roller.
Make a play,
Perkins picks it up. High fly ball out to right field, and Cortez will catch it on the move. 3 up, 3 down for then Bryce Miller, who's still on the buck out. Here's the 0-1. Make it 0-2. Ground ball chopped towards first, and Josh Naylor gets there, snags it and throws to Miller. Swigert, longest single season on base streak. Now he'll chase down also Major League Baseball. Up next would be Joe DiMaggio, who reached 52 times consecutively. That's strike 3. Pitch to Langoliers, missing. Well hit out towards center field, going back and gone.
For linings, getting rid of the shutout.
Some ruckus out on the berm, chasing down a home run ball. This one popped up, fly ball to right, and the catch.
Homers hit back in that 3rd inning.
For Jack Perkins. He's been great. If he can get through this.
Using takes. Jack Perkins arise. You need some length out of the bullpen.
Here's the 2-2. Ground ball is short, and Hernandez to Kurtz, 2 outs. And that's going to get through on the left side. Josh Naylor with 2 hits. It's the way for the Mariners. They've actually, for all the fish you catch there, marketplace or otherwise. This is struck well. Deep towards the left center and out of the ballpark. Randy Arozarena. Mariners tonight, it was a 2-run shot in the 3rd. For the Mariners to live up to their potential, you're going to want to find Gilbert on Wednesday afternoon. And Tyler Soderstrom with the hit into left. An opposite field knock. Go for extra bases. Henry. None of that is true. There's the old 2 to Bolte, and that's high. Castillo and Bryce Miller have been matched up. Ground ball slowly hit, and it's going to be tough. Emerson won't even release it. McNeil to left. McNeil. Here's the 2-2. And McNeil with the ground ball right side. Naylor's going to pick it up, and he tagged Bolte. Has been haunting lately.
Yeah, but as denied.
Oh, goodness. Here's the 1-2. And Geloff goes down swinging. A strikeout ends